Student, this is another blessed day for you and for me as well. You are welcome to this lecture for new topic that referred to as general safety in the workshop. So the last lecture we had was on the introduction to workshop practice, in which we let you know the objective of workshop practice to you. As a physicist, an embryo or physics education practitioner, physics workshop is the center, is the production center of your apparatus, is the maintenance center of your apparatus as well. If you discover new theory like theory discovered by Avogadro, Charles, Robert Hooke, that make physics to be physics today, you too can produce apparatus or any equipment that will support your theory that you discover. So let us start today's topic that referred to as general safety in the workshop. Before you start any work in the workshop or laboratory, there are many safety, there are rules and don'ts you must observe before you start work, during working and after working exercise in the workshop. Let us start. My name is Dr. Rahim once again. Instructional objective. At the end of this study session, students will be able to understand the concepts of ergonomics in the workshop, understand the accident and its causes in the workshop, identify safety signs and the applications in the workshop, identify health and safety equipment and the application in the workshop, and also understand hazard and way of controlling hazard in the workshop. So all these are the objectives we are going to cover under the general safety in the workshop. Get ready. Personal safety. Safety in the workshop starts from me and you. Safety begins and ends with me and you. By what? By utilization of PPE, personal protective equipment, and usage of health and safety facilities. And also the compliance with occupational safety and health rules. That is the rules and regulations that must be observed in the workshop before you start practical, during practical exercise, and after the practical exercise. There are rules and regulations that must be observed for the safety of you, of me, of all the workers working in the workshop. And likewise, safety begin and end with me and you by what? By participating in periodic health and safety environment training. You will work safely today, live tomorrow. Ergonomics of workplace. Ergonomics of workplace. Ergonomics is a compound word derived from Greek words. Ergon means human work. Nomos means scientific study. So ergonomics as a word can be referred to as scientific study of human work. Whenever you are working, you must understand what will make you work effectively and what can make you not work effectively. An ergonomy considers workers' physical and mental capability. Workers' physical and mental capability. Number two, the ergonomists also consider worker interaction with the tools, work method, tasks, and the working environment. That is what ergonomics is all about. And what is the goals of ergonomics? Goal of ergonomics is reduces and eliminates work-related musculoskeletal disorders by adapting the work to fit the worker. By adapting the work to fit the worker instead of forcing the person to adapt to the work. That is the goal of ergonomics. You must know it and be practicing it. Goal of ergonomics is reduces and eliminates work-related musculoskeletal disorders by adapting the work to fit the workers instead of forcing the person to adapt to work. That is the goal of ergonomics. You can see the diagram here, ergonomics risk factor. There are 3 risk factors for ergonomics. Number one is the real worker, the worker himself, like myself and you. Whenever you are in the workshop, you are a worker. The next one is the job, the nature of the job we are doing, and the environment where we are working. These three are ergonomics risk factors. Ergonomic risk factor inherent in the worker. Number one, physical, psychological, and non-work related activities may present unique risk factors. Your physical appearance, your psychological, how you are thinking, and non-work related activities may present unique risk factors. Whenever you are working in the workshop or before you work, you must be a man of yourself. If you are not okay physically, you are not okay psychologically, you are not okay medically, you are not supposed to work in the workshop. And number two, risk factor inherent in the job. Work procedure, equipment, workstation design may introduce risk factors. So the nature of the job you want to do, you must understudy it before you commence your practical work in the workshop. The nature of exercises you want to carry out. And also the third one is the environment that you want to work. Like in the workshop is the environment, the working environment. So the physical and psychosocial climate may introduce risk factors if the environment are not safe. But if the environment, working environment is safe, there's no problem at all. Ergonomics control methods. Ergonomics can be controlled that's protecting against musculoskeletal disorder by establishing an ergonomic program. That's a training and feedback from all levels. Constant training before you work in the workshop. Constant exercise before you work in the workshop is very, very important. And also, before you start working in the workshop, you must conduct job hazard analysis based on yourself, based on the environment you want to work, based on the type of work you want to carry out. You must carry out job hazard analysis to discover where there's a tendency for the hazard that can cause injury in the workshop. And the third one is a highly recognition and reporting of potential musculoskeletal disorder. If you discover anything in the workshop before you start to work, during work, that can lead to accident, you quickly report to the staff in charge. That is the table. Job hazard analysis. You list the task you want to carry out. You list the potential hazard that might happen in the working place you want to work, and how to control it has to be listed one after the other. Ergonomic control method also continue. In what way? Implement correct engineering control. If you implement the right engineering control by making use of the right tools, by arranging your workshop in order, by set your work in place very well, that is engineering control. Number two, right workstation design and set up. The place you want to work must be well set up and designed according to the different size of the worker that want to work in the workshop. When you start practical in the workshop, you see our table, workbench table, fitted with vices. The devices are different sizes based on the status of the worker in the workshop. And also appropriate ergonomical design, tools and equipment. Different tools are available for different kind of worker that want to work in the workshop. And also the last one is apply the right load weight reduction. Apply the right load weight reduction. Whenever you want to work in the workshop, don't let the work you want to overweigh you that. No, work gradually in order to control the ergonomics in the workshop. As part of the ergonomic control method in the workshop is usage of proper work practices. Usage of proper work practices such as right load lifting techniques. Right load lifting techniques. Whenever you want to carry load in the workshop, there's the way you are going to carry, because majority of the tools in the workshop, majority of the material in the workshop, they are very heavy. So you want to carry heavy load and you are bending your leg down to carry it, it can affect your spinal cord. So there's a right way to carry load in the workshops, and the material for that is available in ergonomics material attached to the to your module. That is easy ergonomics. You are going to see the right way to upload the load, and also the team lift heavy bulk, the way the team can lift the heavy load, strength, adopt workstation, task variety, increase rest break to reduce fatigue. So in the workshop, you cannot say that you want to work for the complete 2 hours or 3 hours at a stress. No. If you work for 30 minutes, you rest, you walk around, you come back to refresh your body system. But by continuing working at a stress, 2 hours, 3 hours without stopping, it can lead to fatigue. So it can cause accidents in the workshop. So the general safety in the workshop will continue in part 2 of this lecture. Thank you for your attention.